Hi everyone, this is Sean Hester with Revizto, and today we are going to look at slipsheeting. Now, slipsheeting we can do a couple of different ways in Revizto, and that's where we're actually going to be updating the drawings in our project, right? Our construction documents here that are located in the 2D portion of our project. Now, as I said, there's a couple of different ways we can do this. One is going to be the exporting of the sheets directly from the authoring tool, and that is covered in another video during the exporting process. But we can also slipsheet with PDF files brought in to our project directly. We can also slipsheet by bringing in PDF files that are hosted in another CDE location through our Docs integration. That's going to be Procore Docs, A360 Docs, and Box. So we're going to look at a couple of different options here today. The first one I'm going to look at is that direct slipsheeting. What we're going to do is we're going to come up to our import button right here, import file, and I'm going to click on the file button. Okay, and I'm actually going to go out to our architectural set of drawings here. Now we can bring in separate sheets like we're looking at here, or we can also bring in sheets, and I'll select just a couple of these here. And we can also select sheets that are one PDF file that has multiple sheets in it. So there's a couple of different ways to do that. Okay, I'm going to click open, and now I'm going to process this data. Now, what happens is Revizto actually automatically makes the connection of the sheets if they are named the same. Okay? So this is the A100 site plan, right? It's already in Revizto as the A100 site plan because I brought it in through Revit, through that original export process. And now I'm bringing in a PDF that has that same name. Revizto is going to make that connection. Now, if you do not see that connection, you're going to see this, okay? And that's a good indication as we scroll through our drawings. And it looks like Revizto made the connection on almost all of them here. Looks like this was a duplicate sheet, which I'm actually going to delete here because we don't need that, okay? But let's go back up to that site plan. Now, let's say something was named a little differently. Maybe the nomenclature of the actual title of the sheet has changed from the last time it was exported out. We can use this connect button, and we can actually search for that drawing if it's already in Revizto. And when I click that button and then hit select, you'll see that it's now made that connection. Now I'm going to click done. Revizto is going to go through and process, and now it's actually slipsheeted that new sheet into my project. And right now it is a pending status, which means that until I hit this sync button, these changes are local to my copy of the project. Okay. Now you'll also notice here, if we look in the versions of this sheet, it's also listing that new version that I just brought in as we were talking here today. Okay, and as I said, this is one way of slipsheeting into the project. Now the other way is through our Docs integration. So let's go back over to our Docs integration, and again, we can connect to Procore, we can connect to A360, and we can also connect to Box. I already have Procore connected in here, so we're just going to work with that here today. I'm going to double click. I'm going to go into my PDFs of the project here. So the project team's actually posted the construction documents into this location as well. And we are now going to push these into the 2D portion of our project to slipsheet that information. Okay, so I'm going to click this button right here, which is our send to 2D. And again, I'm just going to click a couple of these here. I'm now going to click done. Okay, and that same process takes place. If the files are named the same, Revizto is going to make that connection. If they don't, you can walk through that same process that we did previously by clicking that connect button down here, selecting that specific sheet that correlates to the new one coming in, and Revizto will make that connection. If you make that connection once, Revizto's going to remember that connection from here on out. Now, if we look here, the sheets that I brought in, we now have, as I click on two separate ones here, we actually have the Procore icon listed on the sheet now, which means that I know exactly where this sheet is coming from. That icon's listed in the information, it's listed in the versions, okay? And we also have that icon listed here in the sheet view of the sheet itself. Now, if I go back to my docs integration, you're also going to see that we list that we've attached this sheet in the 2D portion of Revizto as well. And this is another way for us to actually get to that location, right? We can open that up and now we're in that 2D portion. And again, the reason why this is important is because it automatically is going to slip sheet that information over the top, It's going to leave the issues that were already in the project. As you can see here, we have some issues already documented. It's going to bring in that latest information, and it allows the project team to automatically sync these sheets every time they open up Revizto as it caches locally to their device.